So do you think they wrote The Beyonder out of the series just because of Lawrence Fishburne being busy? Hey everyone, welcome to Princess of Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with Season 2, Episode 11 of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. And yeah, my question in the cold open is a genuine one, because they seem to have written him out of kind of the series for now at least. And I'm wondering if they did that because like Lawrence Fishburne was going to be too busy to provide his voice for a little bit. It's very possible. It's very possible. But I'm genuinely wondering if that's the case. Because he's also executive producer on this, right? Like, this is also kind of his show. So, I feel like he should have some level of priority with this. I don't know. Because otherwise, it seems like it just, like, feels a little emptier without the Beyonder there. And they've kind of even expressed this. The other episode that was mentioned when they were going through the backstory stuff is like, oh, the Beyonder usually does this and everything. It's like, yeah, and we kind of miss that, and we know why he's gone. Like in canon, in universe, it makes sense, and we understand like the reasoning for it. But I'm just wondering what the real life reason for it is. Um, because it's like it just feels like it would be completely random for them to have written him out without some real life thing causing it. Because otherwise, it's like, why? I don't know. But I also don't know what's going to happen next. We've we've been getting some pretty fun stuff, pretty good stuff, but with us getting closer to the end of this first half, is this going to end on something notable, or is it just going to kind of end on a random episode? And then what are we going to do for the next set of episodes when those eventually come out? At this point, it's kind of up in the air if it even is going to come out. I still haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything about whether or not this is continuing at this point. And if this series ends up being canceled, that's going to really suck. Because I doubt they're going to be answering everything within these last few episodes and getting to everything they need to get to. It just seems like it would be more of Disney just pissing around and, you know, mishandling their content, as always. But I guess we'll see. Let's just get into this episode, see what it has in store for us, and not try to think about the possibility of this show's cancellation. So, yeah, let's get going. Cutting in here real quick to remind you of all the awesome content we have on the channel. Between Monday and Friday, we have a plethora of awesome series reactions with 2 on Wednesday. We also have movie reactions every Saturday and Sunday. I do pre-record them during the week, but I upload them on the weekend. And don't forget all the gaming content we have both on this channel and the secondary Princess of Gaming channel. We have Horizon Forbidden West every other day and Baldur's Gate 3 every single day on this channel, while we also have Nier Automata every Saturday on the other. And don't forget to click the link down in the description below to get to today's reaction. I redirected just due to copyright reasons. And finally, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you want to see more awesome content such as this. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get on to the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So, this episode had a very good message about, you know, coming together in light of the world around you trying to kind of break you apart. But honestly, I wasn't really that invested. I I don't think it was a bad episode. It's just like just kind of meh. um it was one of those episodes that just didn't really grab me at all. It felt very bland. And it's like I understand like the connections with like the roller derby and everything, and how all of that connects to the family aspect of this series and the community aspect and all of that. I get that. I understand the meaning behind this for the characters and the world building and whatnot. But outside of that, this was a very bland, stereotypical, like, rivalry slash misunderstanding story. Like, it was so by the numbers. You have two people who used to be best friends, a misunderstanding broke them apart and turned them into bitter rivals. And just by talking and actually realizing the mistake, they're able to come back together in a time of need when it matters most. It's like, this is so by the numbers. And I know it's not the first time this series has done something very basic and elevated it, but I don't think this was that elevated compared to like other stuff that this show or other shows like this have done before. It just felt like the same thing, just with, a superhero coat of paint over it. Like, Brian Glory was one of the least interesting villains. And I understand he's supposed to be a joke of a villain who's just there to, bring these two back together. But that kind of makes him feel completely pointless as a character. It's like if you're bringing in a character as a literal plot device, that's not really a good thing. And I know it's not the first time this series has had like a really pathetic, stupid villain who's just there to be there, basically. It's not the first time Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur has done that, but this one, it just feels like notably egregious in that. It feels like such a waste of time. And Manny Jacinto did a great job with the voice performance. It's nothing against him. It's the writing here. It just doesn't feel like the character needed to be there at all, and was more of a distraction than anything. And again, this plot really couldn't have ended in any different way, because it's such a specific, like, trope, I guess you could say, that there's no real other way to end it unless you just have them remain rivals still. And that's just not a satisfying ending for a show marketed to kids. So, you can't really do that. So there's only one path it can go down. And it's like, yeah, their rivalry was because of a misunderstanding. They used to be best friends, and they come back together to deal with a bigger issue and everything. It's like, it's so generic. And it just, because of that, it feels like such wasted opportunity. Like, I just feel like there's better things they could have done here. I just feel like it was too basic. And I'm just kind of disappointed. I like that we're getting more focus on Pops in this season, because let's be honest, he was very much left out in season 1. And the problem is, this season has already shown how to do a good episode focused around him with the dog, the alien dog, voiced by David Tennant. That was a really good episode focused on him. And then, like, what, an episode or two later, it's like it brings in this, and it's not good. It's not, like, terribly bad, but it's not good. It's mid. It is the definition of mid to me. Nothing about it stands out. Nothing about it is super well written. It's just not that good. It's definitely one of the weaker episodes of the season, I would say. And that's probably why I wasn't saying a lot at certain points in this reaction too. It's like I didn't feel like I had anything I could add to this. I didn't feel like I had anything I could say to actually, properly commentate / react. And that sucks. Because I know that it's like, I as a reactor, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But also it makes it kind of boring for you watching if I'm not doing or saying anything. But like I said, I just, for a lot of it, I just didn't really have anything to add. So it's like, I feel very unimpressed with this one. And with only a few episodes left to go in this season, or at least this half of the season, I'm really hoping it steps up. Because I want better than this, and I know this show can do better than this. This show can do so drastically better than this. I'm just not a fan of this one, sorry. But like I said, the message was good and everything. The song was good. No issues there. The voice acting from the guest voices was good. None of that was an issue for me. It's just from the writing and all. The writing and the character work. So, excuse me. That being said, I guess this is where we leave off. I don't have anything really more to say about this at this point. If you have anything you want to add in, or any perspectives you want to put forth, or if you just want to ask me about something I didn't really talk about, please feel free. Leave those in the comments below, and for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.